What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, and my fighters? I'm One Eyebrow, also known as PT, and I'm back to talk about The Walking Dead Season 10. Alpha news, Negan news. So obviously, spoiler warning for The Walking Dead show, comics, all that stuff. Major potential spoiler warning, but spoiler warning for sure. So we got some information from the Spoiling Dead fans, some pictures, and it's great as usual. Shout out, credit to them. I'm just sharing it with you, giving credit where credit is due. That's for sure. But first, guys, if you can, please hit that subscribe button. It means a lot to us. We put it in every video, so if you haven't subscribed already, please do. It'll really help us out. Now, let's look at the photos. And there was filming in Griffin, Georgia, like off a private road, a dirt road, a back area for sure. The word is that they saw Negan and Alpha, and we clearly see Alpha right there. We're not sure if other people were seen or what, but it's interesting that Alpha is still alive. And this is towards the end of filming. We see Alpha right here leaving a trailer, and we see Negan right there. People are saying he was covered in blood, but we see a spot on his shirt, a pretty big spot, right? But was he covered and they washed it off? We're not sure. But we see Negan and Alpha. That makes us wonder a lot of things, especially if you know the comics. Will Negan get his huge comic story arc with Alpha? We're not sure yet, because we just don't know. This is just pictures. We don't know any inside information just yet, but once we get it, if we get it, we share it with you. Spoilers are definitely coming out more and more and more. They got about a month or so left of filming. They usually film to the middle of November. It's October as I make this video. But Alpha and Negan coming together in one of these episodes. Is it still filming out of order? Is this the end of the season? We're not sure. There's probably a couple more episodes. It's probably, if they film in order, it could be around episode 13 or 14 right now. We're not sure. Again, the order may be all over the place. And there's definitely some walkers, maybe whispers around there. But what I'm guessing is that Negan goes to the Whisper camp. If you know this channel, we shared some big information with you in a video that says major spoiler warning on it. It's got Alpha and Beta on the cover, and this really connects the dots a little bit more with the information we shared there. Negan is supposedly with Alpha and Beta and the Whispers at some point this season. So he has to leave Alexandria some way, with some help or somehow, but how does he get there? And again, they saw Alpha and Negan, some walkers and our Whispers around base camp, and that was really it. The private road, the private property, maybe here, and maybe around here, but it looks to be around the woods, in the woods, at probably the Whisper camp. So, does Alpha and Beta attack Alexandria and or Hilltop? Do they win a battle, a major battle? And does it happen like the comic that Negan goes in to the Whispers and takes out Alpha? There's a good chance, because if Alpha's still alive and if Negan is still alive and they're coming together, that could definitely happen. Again, these are some pictures around the area where they might have filmed, but nothing too much there. Again, if you want to find out some other potential spoilers, some information that we got that's not online yet, definitely check out the video with that thumbnail right there. It's potentially big news, and it connects the dots with the information that we have here with Alpha and Negan. Because in that video, we talk about Negan going to the Whisper camp after Alpha and Beta and the Whispers attack Hilltop and burn it down. We already know that Negan will meet Beta sometime this season, per Angela Kang on Talking Dead from Season 10, Episode 1's Talking Dead episode. So that's going to happen. Will they meet more than once? Is this the meeting at the end of the season or towards the end of the season? I can't wait to find out. But if you know the comics, you know that some big stuff happens with Negan and Beta and Negan and Alpha. And it looks to be happening potentially on the show. If you want to find out more, definitely read the comics. But spoiler warning for sure. The show is the show and the comic is the comic. I say it a lot because it is. They have differences on the show, and it's great that they do, because if they just went word for word and scene for scene of the comics, it would be kind of boring and you would know what to expect. But Negan potentially going to the Whisper camp definitely has major problems for Alpha, because Negan takes out Alpha in an awesome thing. You don't really see it coming until you do, but if Negan takes out Alpha, will Negan be the new Alpha? Because we saw it in Season 9, if you challenge the Alpha and you win, you become the new Alpha. So that doesn't really happen in the comics. That's not a thing. But they highlighted it in season 9 with Alpha and this lady and that guy. So if Negan is the one, or whoever takes out Alpha, what happens with the Whispers? What if Negan takes out Alpha and then it's like, all right, I'm back in power and he has this new army? Or what if he takes out Alpha and Beta doesn't like that and that's what causes them to fight? Negan's a wild card. Negan's on work release right now as of season 10 episode 1, but it sounds like he leaves Alexandria and our Hilltop. And I don't blame him if everyone from Alexandria is going after him and blaming him for all these Whisperer problems when he hasn't done anything. What if Lydia and our Brandon takes him to the Whisperer camp and something major happens there? We'll have to wait and see. But what if Carol takes out Alpha? I think the best 2 options to take out Alpha are Negan or Carol or a wild card, Lydia. That would be crazy. But Carol and Negan are my 2 options, just because I think it fits really great. It could be Lydia. That would be awesome too. But say Carol takes over the Whispers. I don't see her running the Whispers. I see her being like, look, you're done. I'm not taking over. There's no more Whispers. Either you dissolve or we take you out, or you come to live with us or something, right? Something would happen there is my opinion and my guess. But what do you think happens? What does this all mean? Are we getting the huge comic story arc with Negan and Alpha? And will Negan be the one to take out Alpha? There's no way to tell yet, but once we get more filming news, more spoiler news, we share it with you. I'm excited to find out one way or another. If we find out, I'll share it with you. If I don't find out, we'll all be surprised on the show. And that's great too. Either way, I share the information with you when I get it. I'm excited. You're excited. Let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. And for those interested in my Zombie Apocalypse book series, Fight For Us, all 10 books available in the link in the description below. I hope you join the fight and tell them, Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys. Honestly, thank you.